Hello friends, welcome to the episode number 2 of PNC Cricket Updates. A very warm welcome. So now we will be talking about India versus Sri Lanka first ODI. And as we predicted, India won and India won handsomely. Once again I have Karan with me who will discuss and we will analyze India versus Sri Lanka ODI number 1.
Thanks a lot, Punit. A comfortable win for Team India in the first ODI. They outplayed Sri Lanka in all the departments of the game. So first, let's talk about the Indian batting. Posted a mammoth total of 362 runs on the board with the help of big centuries by Ajinkya Rahane and Shikhar Dhawan. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely a thumping win by India, and the two guys that have impressed me the most is Ajinkya Rahane and Shikhar Dhawan. They started very slowly and initially they weren't comfortable, but then once they got their eyes set in and they were unstoppable. 231 partnership is a huge partnership.
Absolutely, Punit. A good start for both the players to start the series. The knock of Ajinkya Rahane, what it has done, it has made life difficult for Rohit Sharma to get back into his opening slot at his opening position.
Absolutely right. This 100 by Ajinkya Rahane, he has made a statement actually that he's here and he's here to open the innings.
Absolutely, Punit. Different opinions from different people, but finally it all depends on the Indian team with what permutation and combination they want to step onto the field.
Absolutely right.
So now coming on to Suresh Raina. In his 200th ODI, just 44 runs off reaching the 5000 ODI runs landmark, and again he played well. He smashed 52 of 36 balls, and again he impressed one and all.
Exactly. Raina, according to me, has been always a team player, and the way he played yesterday did show that he's a true team player because just coming and hitting the ball out of the park without caring about his wicket in his 200 match shows the character of that guy. And hats off to him for completing 5000 runs in ODI.
Absolutely, so we all hope that he continues his form in the triangular series in Australia and then into the World Cup.
Absolutely.
While India were batting, there was an interesting decision made. We don't know whether it was Virat Kohli who sent in the message or it was Ajinkya Rahane and Shikhar Dhawan who decided within themselves that they're gonna take batting power play at the end of 23rd over.
It was a master stroke if it has been taken by Ajinkya Rahane and Shikhar Dhawan, but absolutely great decision because as we saw that power play did earn them good runs and did earn Team India a good spot in the match.
Absolutely a good batting display by the Indian team. So moving on to the bowling of Indian team. The main area of concern with Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and Mohammad Shami missing out was bowling with the new ball. And Umesh Yadav and Varun Aaron didn't let us down. But unfortunately Varun Aaron had to leave the field due to an injury and so he wasn't able to continue.
That was a bit unfortunate for Varun Aaron. Well, talking about the opening bowling, we did mention in our episode number 1 that it was a bit concerning. But it was pleasing to see the opening bowlers doing so well, especially Varun Aaron was bowling at good pace. He touched 150 kph at one point, which was tremendous. Unfortunate that he got injured midway, but that brings an opportunity for Dhaval Kulkarni to step in and show his class.
Absolutely. So another player who made a strong statement to the Indian team that even he deserves a place in the Indian World Cup squad, that is Ishant Sharma.
Ishant Sharma has been impressing me from the England series itself, and he's bowling great line and lengths with the pace as well. So I see Ishant Sharma opening the bowling for the World Cup team as well.
Absolutely. We all hope that he bowls well in the upcoming matches as well as in the World Cup. So now moving on to the Sri Lankan performance. Their bowler looked out of sorts.
Bit of inexperience was showing in the Sri Lankan lineup there because they were missing the likes of Malinga, Rangana Herat, Kulusekara. So no problem I see in that because their bowling side is very packed. It's just that they were giving youngsters some chance which they couldn't grab in first match, but they have still 3 or 4 matches to show how good they are.
Pretty much on the cards with likes of Lasith Malinga, Rangana Herat and Yuvan Kulasekara missing out. And even in the batting department, no player other than Mahela Jayawardene looked settled. But again, Mahela Jayawardene threw his wicket away when he was looking for the big score.
See, I don't blame Mahela Jayawardene for it because he was batting superbly well. It's just that he didn't get any support from the other end. So, unfortunate, but nevertheless, he played some good shots.
Absolutely, and a rare failure for Kumar Sangakkara out.
That's correct. It's just a one-off game. Don't look much into Kumar Sangakkara's form in this game because he has been batting well since past 1 year. So nothing to worry about. I guess he will be scoring good in next match. Hopefully not for India's sake.
Exactly. So still 4 ODIs to go. What are your predictions for the next ODI?
Prediction is that India will at least win the series. I don't know about the margin, but I do see next match India winning because of the confidence and the boost they would have got in this match. Remember, India has won by 169 runs. It's a thumping win for them.
Exactly. So still 4 ODIs to go and lot of cricket to be played.
Absolutely.
And we hope India win the series again.
Absolutely, and yes, let's just hope that India wins the series and their confidence is up and high before the Australian series. Thank you for watching our video, and do hit the like button if you like our video, and also don't forget to subscribe. From this episode, we will be sharing some amazing facts regarding Indian cricket, and for this episode, the fact is that India has never lost a bilateral series against Sri Lanka and India.